good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are listening from on the planet Earth. Today, welcome to Kenny Bar's World Outreach. Today, we are doing something very unique. We are doing something very important. We have our sister all the way in Lagos joining us today, a sister that a candidate, the AAC president governorship candidate. I take that back. Sorry. Joining me to welcome a lady, I would say the first lady qualified to be a candidate in Edo State to run for governorship. Join me to welcome Edith Isokpan. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. Thank you.
I'm very happy to have you here today. You know, when I was doing your introduction, I almost say you are a presidential candidate. Guys, I take that back. Uh, I know I did a brief introduction why I was bringing you in. Can you fully introduce yourself to our people yourself?
Okay. I am Edith Isokpan. I'm a governorship candidate of Africa Action Congress, Edo 2020. I'm glad that I'm running for this position. I'm a native of Benin. To be precise, I'm from Modest constituency. I did my primary and secondary education in Benin City. And my first and second degree was Imo and Lagos State Lagos University of Lagos. I am glad that I'm running for this position and I'm overwhelmed by the support of the people. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We hear that there are some echo on the line. Thank you for that brief introduction that you just gave. While we are proceeding, I would like to ask one or two, bring you in with a very, very quick, on-point question. Why do you think our people should vote for you as a governor?
It's very simple. It is the same reason for which I'm running for this position. I will want the people to vote for me. Mine is a divine calling. The calling is divine. I have been commissioned to go retrieve the treasure of the people from the python's mouth. And that treasure is my agenda. And that is the wealth of the people. I have been asked to use it to bless their lives. I can tell you that that is the courage I have. A lot of people have been wondering, why are you going for such a youth position with the way election is going in Nigeria? I told them that it is the Lord that sent me. So it's something I must do. This is no opportunity Edo people will want to miss. They just have to vote for me because I'm the only one that can retrieve this treasure from this python. And then after me, I can hand over it to every Edo, a good people in Edo. So it is not something that they shouldn't do now.
Now let's quickly go back to, there are a lot of issues in the states today. There are a lot of issues. Let us go back now to the current governor of Edo State. Edith, do you think Governor Noraso Obaseki has performed in these 4 years that he has been in the office?
To the best of my knowledge, the answer is no. He may have been doing some things, but it can be better.
So you say that he has done some work, in other words, but he can do better. What do you think you can do different from what he has done?
what I would do differently is in every aspect on education, infrastructure, healthcare, even welfare, security. He hasn't done well.
So let's take it one after the other now. When you are talking about infrastructure, how do you, let's take, for example, energy, electricity. We know that a lot of parts in that state will say, we will agree that they are in darkness. How will you and what will you do to tackle the problem of electricity when you become the governor?
Yeah. The issue of electricity is just the same thing with security. The whole bulk of electricity is at the national level. But the megawatts that we have in Edo State is very little. That can be improved. When a project is carried out, maybe to build, to have more megawatts, those things have to be done quickly. And those handling electricity should be followed up. A lot of people are being billed. They pay for what they don't use. That is very wrong. If you are paying for electricity, that means you are having light. And then the question is, why are they not having light and they are paying huge amounts? Those are some of the issues we look at to ensure that this energy is distributed evenly in the state.
There are a lot of issues you can put to play here that you will agree, you may not agree to. There is revenue generated from the states. Are we able to fund it and so on? But will you look at different areas as to how to generate those energy? For example, there are some article I've read which says that the grills that we have are old, and many stuff are old and cannot support our need, our demand right now. How will you go about that? There are different alternative energies and stuff like that. How will you actually carry it out? From your explanation, it's clear, but it sounds to me a little bogus. I would like you to drill in and tell us, how do you intend to, first of all, generate the revenue to do that, and how do you actually carry that out?
Yeah, as for the revenue is there. The allocation is there. The internal revenue is there. You will agree with me that when people pay tax, they pay tax to have good roads, they pay tax to have electricity. And then you wonder, these resources or this revenue, what are they now being used for? I remember last year when the present governor attended a town hall meeting in Lagos. What he said the resources are there, but the problem is leadership. And I think I agree with that.
So you agree that the resources are there, and the okay. Let's move quickly because of time factor from the issues of electricity and so on. Um, we did have a fight. I want to hear your take about this between the Ikobet governor, the political party, the leader of that political party. I know that AAC was standing on the fence watching the fight play out. As now the candidate running in a political party, AAC, what will be your say when it comes to the play out between the AAC, the chairman, the governor, and now PDP candidate?
Well, I think those are just some kind of political issues. It's a party thing. There is no party that doesn't have challenge. That is one. And they have their differences. And it was not sorted out. So it led to one moving from this party to the other. So I think that is just the best I can say about that.
Now let's quickly move to, we're still on infrastructure. We have a lot of drainage issue, erosion, we will call it, in Edo State, where you are running to become the governor. How will you tackle the erosion in the state? I'm asking this, for example, there have been complaints of people accusing the governor demolishing homes, moving structures and stuff like that. And some we argue is because of the erosion control or because of the mapping of the states. How will you deal with that?
It's very simple. The issue of drainage in Edo is something that, we don't even need to do a research before you know what to do. We have things in place. I think the best is to give it to capable hands, companies that can do a good drainage. We do not have a good drainage in Edo. That is why there is erosion. If you have a good drainage, rainfalls, you won't even see it in a minute. So if you
So,
see the
but
gutters,
when
they
you are
are
talking with
filled.
the drainage system now you now have to
Yes.
look at the map of the state. You have to look at
Mhm.
revenue resources, like you said, the resources are there. I'm not sure how efficient that is. And now you have to now look at what is currently on ground. What measure, how will you tackle that when it comes to a lot of factors that come to play when it comes to doing the drainage?
Like I said, is to give it to experts. Something can be done about it. People that knows how to do it can do it. I don't think it's the mapping of the state. Edo network, the road network in Edo, they are excellent. It has nothing to do with the mapping. I think it has something to do with who handles those projects.
So how will you now address, say for example, situation where you find a structure directly on the map against or on the place where this drainage should go through? How will you tackle that? Will you start demolishing homes?
Is to enter into agreement. Those that have the homes, we can have a round table talk. I will not just say because I'm a governor, I start demolishing homes. You bring it to understanding, and I'm sure they will agree, and there should be compensation for that, and then we get it done.
Now I'm going to quickly move on to other stuff that matters when it comes to the states. Um, Before we move forward, at least it's better to get used to smile a little bit. As the first woman on record that I know that has run for in a democratic process, I believe you are the first woman that is a candidate right now. Am I correct?
In Edo State.
In Edo State, yes. How do you feel when you see that you are part of that history?
It's a privilege. I see myself very, very privileged to be in this race.
Now,
And most, yeah,
let's go to the crucial issue now. We know that PDP, you will agree that PDP and APC are the two giant political party in Edo State.
yeah.
What makes you feel that you stand a chance?
I thought the chance because, like, when I started talking from the beginning, mine is a calling. I can say that because I'm not I'm contesting, I'm a politician, but I'm not a politician. I'm on a mission, and I'm the only one that can get it from them. I'm very confident about that because the reason for my coming out is because of what God has told me. And I say it anywhere I go, I can get this pleasure from them.
So it's more or less Madam Edith, let me quickly
Yes.
put this before you. So it's not a matter of qualification or expertise. It's a matter of spirituality, if I'm getting you right.
Very correct.
So you will not say it's based on qualification. It's a matter of spirituality, a matter of calling.
Yes. I tell you, there are people that are more qualified than I am, but I'm just privileged for God to use me to get the treasure of Edo people. If it is not me, it won't work.
Okay. I am going to proceed a little bit. I I do understand that you are believing that because it's a calling that will make it work. So will you say that if God called me to do something, I don't have the training, the skills, or the experience, it doesn't matter? Those qualification doesn't matter?
No, it does matter. Of course, if you have an assignment, God prepares you for it. I have all the takes, the qualification to go do this work.
Now, we apologize for the audio. We understand that there's a little bit of an echo on the audio. We're working on it.
Yeah.
I'm going to quickly drift forward a little bit now. Let's move forward to the fun part of it now and so on. As a candidate, there have been multiple fire outbreaks in the market. My question to you is this. If and when you become a governor, how will you approach such incident? The second question, two in one, is do you think those fires were just organic or it was generated?
On the history of fire break in Edo, to be precise, some might be as a result of carelessness, but in most cases, it is it it was done intentionally. And the reason for that, that is what people say. I can't prove that. But whatever it is, whether it was done out of wrong connection or caused by somebody, all those things will be addressed to ensure that fire outbreak will be reduced or eliminated. When people are aggrieved, they look for a way to tell the government that, oh, you are not minding us. This is what we want, or just to make things difficult. But if you have a good government, you are carrying everybody along. The people are happy. You are doing what they want you to do. I think there will be less frustration, and then people wouldn't think of such
A
evil.
lot of people will say they are cabals in the federal level, on the state level. Do you agree to that?
I agree.
Now that you have the ticket of the AAC, how do you intend to deal with the cabal? Being a
No man
female
is
as well.
well. They are there, I know, but I tell you, no man is bigger than God. So I'm not even thinking about that.
Now,
I just do my thing.
permit me to be direct here. It come across to me
Okay.
that if elected, we elect you to do the job. It looks like you are electing God to do the job for you. I'm not sure if I'm coming across correct.
Of course, you have to have the heart of God to do something good. If you put God first, you'll be a servant. You serve the people. You wouldn't do otherwise. So
Knowing
I
the
would say,
knowing the
yeah,
financial strength of the political parties, the two political parties on ground, knowing the financial strength, do you think you have the resources to actually launch an aggressive campaign now and close to the election day?
yes, I have the people. And I tell you, what I'm going to spend, I'm not going to spend like the ruling party or the way election is done in Nigeria. I have done it before when I contested for State House of Assembly and have a record of what I spent. You just need money to run those necessary things. It is when you start looking for billions or millions to share, I will talk to the people. It is left for them to vote. If they want their state back, I'll tell them to vote for me. I'm going to make
there have
posters
been a lot of
and have
diaspora.
some details.
There have been a lot of diaspora agitations. People saying that the governor has done a lot of work against the backdrop of his predecessor. Do you agree to that?
I don't see it.
Okay, one way say that there's the stadium, there's the secretariat, and more. You haven't seen those?
Of course, it's the people's right. It's something that must be done. And it was, they were supposed to do Olympic Edo 2020. Of course, renovation should go on. So it is the state money, it is the people's right. It can be better, not just stadium.
Now we're going to quickly go on a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to ask one or two questions and then we'll be rounding up. Guys, thank you for joining us today. I have a sister, Edith Isokpan. Forgive me if I'm pronouncing it wrong. The AAC Governorship candidates for Edo State. We are chatting, we're kicking it off, we're relaxing, and we're talking about what she has in her portfolio or what she have to present to you guys. When we come back, we're going to be talking about how systemically she's going to be telling us how she intends to really achieve those things. Do not touch that dial. We'll see you on the other side. All right?
Do you believe you could host an entertaining, engaging, and thoughtful weekly show? Or are you a business person or entrepreneur interested in building a brand for yourself? Can you connect with an audience and have strong social media skills? If so, the GBCam Network would love to invite you to join our team. We're looking for driven, genuine folks who are willing to work hard as an independent broadcaster. If this sounds like you, come join our team. For more information, email your resume to career@gbkm.fm. That is career, CAREER, at gbkm.fm. It's time to turn your passion into a career. Do you believe you could host an entertaining, engaging, and thoughtful weekly show? Or are you a business person or entrepreneur interested in building a brand for yourself? Can you connect with an audience and have strong social media skills? If so, the GBCam Network would love to invite you to join our team. We're looking for driven, genuine folks who are willing to work hard as an independent broadcaster. If this sounds like you, come join our team. For more information, email your resume to career@gbkm.fm. That is career, CAREER, at gbkm.fm. It's time to turn your passion.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, I am chatting with Edith Isokpan, Edo State AAC Governorship candidate. We spoke about her agenda. We spoke about what she planned. Welcome back, Edith. Thank you for your time today. Thank you for joining us today. Now, let's go back to a question. There's a battle, there's something trending on social media, which is the simple agenda. Are you aware of the simple agenda?
Yes.
Now, there is a say that said that the governor, Don Pedro is the orator and the candidate of now APC is the orator of simple agenda. Just by the way, before we go into the nitty-gritty, what will you say to that battle?
I think I wouldn't really want to go into that.
All right. It's something that is not really important, by the way. Now let's go back to crucial issues that matters. There are issues of security you mentioned at the beginning of this conversation today. How will you tackle security head on, and how will you tackle courtism when or if you become the governor? Are you there? I think she froze. I think we may have lost her. Well, yes, we have Edith with us. We're trying to get her back. While we're doing that, we're talking about what is happening in the States. We're talking about what she have on the table, what she's going to bring back. And my question to her just now was that how will she tackle security in the states, and how will she tackle courtesan? However, while our technical crew are working to get working to get her back, we understand that there are a lot of fracas in between parties, and we know that now the incumbent governor has moved to PDP. And I was trying to get her to say something when it comes to the incumbent as to the simple agenda and so on and so forth. But I believe we have her back now. Madam Edith, are you back? Are you there?
Yes, I'm back.
Beautiful. We got her back now. Thank you. Thank you. We lost you. So my question to you, ma'am, was how do you intend to tackle security? How do you intend to tackle courtesan?
I didn't get the second one.
How do you intend to tackle courtesan? There's a lot of security threats and courtesan, what we say on the news lately. If or when you become the governor, how do you intend to tackle that?
Okay, first, the issue of security in Edo at the moment is really something to worry about. But I tell you, before now, one can stay in one's home, you open your door down, till the following day, nobody will disturb you. And that was because, to a reasonable extent, our tradition allows that. What I will do, I'm going to work with the youth to help secure the state. I'm going to work with the palace. You know, we have a long history of, we have security in the palace, those that take care of security and war. Because of colonialism and imperialism, we have thrown our tradition to the mud. We will beg the palace to assist us, and then we will employ the youth to secure their state.
So let me butt in a little bit. If I'm getting you clearly, you're saying
Yes.
that the system of security the palace is practicing is what you want to adapt.
Yes, we will get them
So can you
involved.
throw more light into this type of system? Because I know in Nigeria we have police, we have
Yes,
different structure already put on ground, and one will expect you will say you would like to empower the police, but you're saying that you will adapt the system which the kingdom was using in the past. So can you tell us
yes,
the exact system and how you plan to adapt it?
yes. The police, the structure is there, the DSS is there, but they need help from the people. Take, for example, you live abroad. I tell you, everybody there, they are all police. They give information and they tell you what to do. The few years I live abroad, most of the information that the police people get, they get it from the citizens. So in our case, that was why I said I brought the issue of the palace, the youth, the community people, get them involved to work with the police. It will be a lot better.
So if I understand you correctly, so it's like you allowing the police and other security agency to work with the locals, which is now let's go back to our security system. Let's take the police enforcement, for example. There have been a lot of allegations. Some of them are caught on tape when it comes to corruption. How do you curb corruption in our police force system?
Well, I don't want to have that mindset working with the police. I will want to first of all believe that they are there to protect us. Then the issue is, you find that what is making them corrupt. The whole system is corrupt. If the police people, they do a lot of work. They do a lot of work that they should have a lot of benefits as well. They should be well taken care of. And then they will shun the little things.
So you're saying that the police should be well taken care of. That's how. Now, when you say taking care of can be cosmetical, can be
Okay.
financially. Can you drill in? I know we don't really have time today. We have like 5 minutes to round up. Can you really drill in and tell us what do you mean by taking care of?
They should have further benefits aside salary. Police children can be given scholarship, housing, transport, give them a robust package. If their basic needs are taken care of, they will shun the little things.
So, but all this payment you're saying, it still sounds like somebody get to pay for it. The money has to come from somewhere. How do you
Yes.
curb the corruption in the entire system when it comes to civil servants, offices, where something will cost 10 naira, you are paying 300 naira, they are giving you a receipt of 10 naira, and if you don't pay 300 naira, you're not going to get your stuff, and so on. How will you curb that?
That won't happen. I will put a system in place that is workable. If you are to pay 100 naira, the receipt will be given and the system will capture it. We don't need to start developing a system. The system are already there. If we don't have it in Nigeria, we get it from outside and put things in place. I think it's the system that is collapsed that is making people to exploit other people. If you don't sit up for your job, you want to exploit others, in my government, that won't happen. There will not be any conflict of interest.
We have said a lot, and you have been able to let us know how many stuff, and it seems to me that those stuff you want to do are good, but I don't really see a map of how you want to really achieve it. Those systems, like you're saying, what will they be? Are you talking about a computer system? Are you talking about a payment system? Are you talking about data system? Let's be precise a little bit here. What system are you talking about?
Yeah, payment system is to get experts to run the affairs of the civil servant. When you get a good head to run the system for you, everything will go as you want it. Of course, there are technologies you can put in place to curb this corruption, to curb stealing in the system. And then there will be quarterly auditing.
Thank you very much for that response. Let's talk about your deputy. You've chosen a deputy governor, correct?
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about him.
He's a man of integrity. He has a zeal to work. The passion to drive the agenda. I can tell you, he's a good man.
Now, talking about a good man, a lot of people will say a woman being the head now, a man behind. Some people will refer to the Bible and say man is the head and the woman is the neck. How are you going to balance this?
Oh no, there won't be any problem about that. This is purely administration. And you are talking from the angle of our culture, our tradition
Correct.
as a woman. Of course, a man place should always be given respect for the fact that you are the head. We do our job. We are called or will be elected to serve the people. It is not a personal business. We are going to flow well.
Now, while we are running up, I'm going to take one or two questions from our emails and then we can just round up because I know your time is fast spent and we have a next interview coming up, so we want to round up. Now, somebody's writing from Bauchi. Somebody's writing from Bauchi. They want to ask, you said you will be able to combat the two big political parties, even with their resources. This question is, do you support, will you have a godfather? What do you think about godfatherism?
No, I do know. The answer is capital no. I do not believe in godfatherism. I believe in the power of the people. Let them believe in you. Let them know you have integrity. Like right now, Edo State, I know something about my people. You can fool them 1 second, but the third time you can't fool them. There is
Now,
no amount of
the
buying.
next question is from Toronto here, from Edwin. Have you run for office, a lower office, and lost? What give you the mind and the belief to say you will win in a superior or higher office?
In the first, let me correct that. I didn't lose that election. I didn't lose at all. I won.
How
As I
so?
will speak now, that seat remains vacant.
How so? How is it a winning? Can you throw more light a little bit before you explain? Um,
Okay. In that election, I was voted for. You know, the mandate was stolen. Malpractices. A lot of ballot boxes were hijacked. And then what my agents and the returning officers told me, let's go to court. I, when I got back to Lagos, the question I asked, Father, what happened? Well, I've done my part. I just prayed. You know, I felt I shouldn't fight it. It is actually for me. Nobody sits there. And I tell you, the seat remains vacant. If they rob me of this mandate now, nobody sits as well. Because I'm out to get the treasure from the python's mouth. I say it with every conviction. I do not have any drawback on that.
Wait, this is sounding a little bit interesting. What you're saying is, if you are robbed of this again, the chances of the seat remaining vacant is high. Can you explain what you intend to express there?
You know, no man can fight God. If you are honest in what you are doing, do it honestly. If you win, you take it. But if you rob, you lose it. That is what I can say, but I don't want to go too deep. I think that is enough.
Well, we have more questions coming on. We have more people wanting to ask questions. I wanted to drive that. Somebody wrote me earlier today that they are very proud of you. Dion Osaige
Thank you.
said they are very proud of you coming out as one of a woman, first woman and in Edo State that is a candidate right now. There are a lot of people that are proud of you, the fact that you stick it out for a woman. And there's some ad that we run into that says that give woman a chance. Is this the case of, you have mentioned that it's a calling, but is this the case of Give Woman a Chance? I think we lost her again. Are you still there? We may have lost her. My question to her was that if this is the case of Give Woman a Chance, there was some ad running that we ran into that says that Give Woman a Chance. So my question to her was that if it's the case of Give Woman a Chance, mind you, I was talking and I was asking her about this, how she came about this position, and of course she ran through it. She won as a candidate now, but she said it's a calling. So welcome back, Edith. I was asking you, do you think this is a case of Give Woman a Chance, woman power?
Well, it's part of it. Give woman a chance.
Oh, so it's all about it's all about competing with men now. Is that what you're saying?
No, not really.
Now,
Of
on the
course,
most
we can't compete. We only help.
This message is on Facebook. Let me quickly take this on Facebook. This I'll read the name. Sandra O. Omorodion said, "How do you learn to protect yourself with all the killing in Edo State? Women are capable to move mountains." So, first question. We talked about the security issues already. You have addressed it, and she mentioned that women are capable of moving mountains. So you agree to the concept that women are capable of moving mountains?
I totally agree.
Don't you see
We are strong.
that very competing, see that very kind of muscle flexing? Shouldn't all of us be equal? Should one be
Not
flexing
muzzle
muscles?
flexing.
Come again?
I said not muzzle flexing. Women are unique. The power of a woman, we protect, we achieve, if we really want to.
Now, I'm
It
going
is
to
a natural
digress.
endowment.
I'm going to digress a little bit. That's because you said that you living in God's hands is the God calling. Do you
Yes.
think part of our problem in Africa, or to be exact, in those states, is religion?
No, it's not.
So you do believe that we are doing what we need to do. Let me take a practical example. Instead of reading your books, you are going to church to do all night, and then you want to pass the exam. Do you not see that case?
No, not at all. Not from that angle. You have to read your book and then you have to pray. Faith without work is dead. You see, now we are working, we are moving, trying to do all the needful, what we can do within our power. Then we'll leave the rest for the Almighty.
On this note, I want to leave you here. Before I let you go, I want to give you the floor to speak to your followers, your political party people, viewers, of course, GBKM, before we round up.
I want to say that I'm really proud of them. I'm proud to be in AAC. AAC stands for truth. It's a party that wants to survive. Many people believe that it's only two parties that exist in Nigeria. Now we have a third party. I agree with them, but we have a third party now, African Action Congress. We are not going back. We are going to take back the treasure. And I want the people to believe and vote for me. Vote for AAC. If they do, they won't regret it. They will be happy. Their children will be happy. There will be no more killing. Thank you.
Well said. Thank you very much once again, Eddie. Thank you very much. We wish you luck. We will be following closely whatever we can do. We are open to all candidates. This is a platform where we give opportunity to all candidates to express themselves, to our viewers and our listeners worldwide. We wish you luck, and we want to say thank you for your time and thank you for joining us today.
Thank you very much for this opportunity.
You're welcome. Guys, thank you very much for today's. We apologize for the audio You know how it is when it comes to the network. She's all the way in Nigeria. We're here in Canada. We're going to be running up now. The conversation still continue. Comment, share, tell a friend to tell a friend, like. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, GBKM TV. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Keep supporting us. We love you and we love you. Have a wonderful and a GBKM day.
Into a career. Do you believe you could host an entertaining, engaging, and thoughtful weekly show? Or are you a business person or entrepreneur interested in building a brand for yourself? Can you connect with an audience and have strong social media skills? If so, the GBKM Network would love to invite you to join our team. We're looking for driven, genuine folks who are willing to work hard as an independent broadcaster. If this sounds like you, come join our team. For more information, email your resume to career@gbkm.fm. That is career, CAREER, at gbkm.fm.